everyone, a very good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all of you. So in today's session we'll be discussing what is a phrase replacement. So first of all, let me tell you what is a phrase basically. So phrases are some group of words which may have some meaning or may not have some meaning. So in cases of phrase replacement like these, when it is a part of your question, it is a part of your syllabus. So phrase replacement is basically a kind of a question where some phrases, which is an important part of a sentence, may have a grammatical error or may have a vocabulary error. You have to figure that out and you have to answer the correct one. Okay, so let's get started and see what phrase replacement basically is. So phrase replacement refers to the type of question in which a certain sentence is given and some part of it is highlighted, which is incorrect, and you need to replace. Now we usually come across two types of phrases replacement, one which is based on grammar and one which is based on phrases. So to keep up your grammar game, you have to have a very good knowledge of all the grammatical rules. Your grammar should be very good. You should take topic wise mock tests to improve your grammar, and also write all the important rules and keep practicing it time and again, so that you are aware of the grammatical errors if any. But because if you are not aware, then you will never be able to replace the sentence with any phrase, replace the question of phrase replacement in any way, and you will not be able to rectify the error, that which part of the sentence has an error. Okay, for example, I'll give you some examples on how to understand this. Now you see, the three names have reached the Ministry of Law and Justice. Who has been processing the file? The ministry sources. Now who is here referred to? Who is being referred to? Ministry of Law and Justice. So by understanding this, can you relate that who should be used for Ministry of Law and Justice? Is Ministry of Law and Justice a person? Because what we know from relative pronoun rules is that whenever a relative pronoun rule is used, who will be used for living beings and which will be used for non-living beings, or something which has a name like this. Okay, so here you already know that who has been used incorrectly. So first of all, you will eliminate this option, then you will eliminate options which has who. Now you are only left with two options, which was processed and which is processing the files. Now here you see there is a continuation. The three names have reached present perfect, who has been processing. Now when you say has been processing, this becomes what? This becomes another grammar. So we will be using what? We will be using uh, is my sentence an active voice or passive voice? Definitely my sentence is an active. So because my sentence is not in passive, I will not use this. I will go with which is processing the files, not has been. Has been is being used as v3. V3 is there, which means a sentence has to be in passive. So I'll go with option number C as my answer. Similarly, you see here, top leaders are often stymied by the difficulties of managing, or difficult of managing conflicts. Now you already know that here we are talking about something which is diverse, which is in multiples. Okay, so first of all, difficult is inappropriate, so I'll remove this option, I'll remove this option, I'll remove this option where there is difficult. Why? Because difficult is inappropriate. Now I have to choose between difficult and difficulties. So the correct appropriate word would be difficulties, because we are talking about top leaders. R is already used, which is a plural verb, often stymied by the difficulties of managing conflicts of diverse. So the appropriate answer would be option number B. So this way you have to understand and correlate with the options also, and come to a conclusion that why you are choosing your answer of phrase replacement. So this was something which gives you an overview of grammatical replacements. Okay, grammatical phrase replacement concepts. Now I'll tell you how can you improve your vocabulary and how can you get through this phrase replacement when it comes to vocabulary. So for that, you definitely need to read newspapers, articles, books, and improve your vocabulary very well. You should use some new words uh, by writing it in the notebook and use it in different sentences. And when you are done with a section of some words, a portion of some words, then definitely you need to level up your game and you need to switch to another level and learn some more new words. So the vocabulary is a vast ocean, right? And the more you read, the better you become. It works like that. So you have to keep working towards it, and the more you know, the better you become. It's as easy as that. So vocabulary game has to be on. Now, to cover the gap between rainfall and water scarcity, government will have to invest distilling water storage in canals and minor water. Now you see, to cover the gap, if you do not know the meaning of this particular phrase, to cover the gap, will you be able to relate to what the whole sentence is trying to say? Now you have options. Either it will be to cover the gap, or it will be to bridge the gap, to take down the gap, to make the gap, or to make for, to make up, or no replacement. Definitely there's a replacement. This is what we get to know here. But which one of the following will be appropriate? So let's get into the meanings of it. So to cover the gap basically means what? So to put something on the top or in front of something. So definitely we are not going to put something on the top of a rainfall or something. Okay, so that's inappropriate. Again, to take down means to lower without removing. So we are not lowering something down, so this option is eliminated. Again, we are not making up something or not making for something, so again these two options are not appropriate. So I'm only left with one option which says to bridge the gap, which means to make difference between two things smaller. So to bridge the gap between rainfall and water scarcity, government will have to invest in distilling water storage, which is appropriate and suitable to the meaning of the sentence, and hence we'll go with option number 8. Next is, being a woman, she was barred from entering the temple. So the whole sentence, you see, can I start the sentence with she comma being a woman? Definitely not. It I cannot use because she is a living being. Woman is a living being. Women is a living being. Her is an objective case pronoun, and my sentence is not an not a case of inversion. So I need not use having being. Being is appropriate here, which is used as a gerund. So this is incorrect. Now the only option left is no replacement required. So this sentence has no replacement. So this is appropriate. So see, my idea of telling you is here, you need to understand through the options also that why you are selecting any option as your answer and why you are not selecting the other as your other options, or why you are eliminating other options. Okay. Next on, so these are some of the phrases which are usually asked in examination and might help you in understanding. Now you see, act up means basically to misbehave, not work properly. The babysitter has a difficult time. The children acted up all evening, which means the children were misbehaving. I guess I bet I had better take my car to the garage. It's being acting up lately. It's not working properly. This is what you see. People will misbehave and machine will not work properly. So for that you can use act up. Similarly for act like means behave in a way that's similar, that's like similar. What's wrong with Bob? He's acting like an idiot, like anything. The this phrasal verb is very informal, used for very close people, but still it is used. Add up means logically fit together. His theory is hard to believe, but his research adds up. His research is logically fitting together. This is the meaning of it. Now, his theory seems at first to be plausible, but the facts in his research don't add up. His logic is not fitting together. Add up and don't add up. Now, again, see, add up here means find the total. When you're trying to find the total of something, you can use add up. What's the total of those bills? Could you add them up and see? Subco like just add all of it. Add up to means to total, to give a grand total. The bill adds up to this much. That's more than I expected. Okay. Ask out means ask for a date. Nina has a new boyfriend. James asked her out last night. Back down means not follow a threat. Timmy was going to call the police when I had told him I had wrecked his car, but he backed down when I said I had pay him for the damages. So not being threatened. Backup means to move backward and move in reverse. This backup means move backward or reverse. You miss the lines in the parking space, you will have to back up. The people waiting in the line are too close to the door, we won't be able to open unless they back up, unless they move in reverse. Now one another backup means drive a vehicle backwards, taking it in reverse. Another backup means confirm a story, fact, or information. If you don't believe me, talk to Dave, he will back me up. He will say something in my support, he will agree with me. Okay, another backup also means to take a copy of something as a protection for safety, for extra, an extra thing. When my computer crashed, I lost many of my files. It's a good thing I backed them up. So I have a backup of something. I have kept a backup of my things. Then there are words like beg off, blow up, blow up, different meanings, blow up, different meanings altogether. Bone up on. So one blow up means inflate, one blow up means explode, one blow up means suddenly become very angry, and there are some examples associated to it. Please just read these examples once. I want you to relate by yourself. Please read it out once. Take 30 seconds time. Okay. Next to this, we have some similar phrases which has a particular meaning. Breakdown means separate something into component parts. Again, another breakdown means stop working or functioning. Break in means with like entering by force. Jane's apartment was burglarized last night. Someone broke in while Jane was at the movies. Somebody broke into Jane's apartment while she was at the movies. Someone getting into forcefully. Break in also means wearing something new until they are comfortable. These are nice shoes, but they are too stiff. I hope it doesn't take too long to break them in, like to make them comfortable. Break in again means train, get something accustomed to a new routine. I hope I can learn my new job quickly. The manager hasn't scheduled much time for me to break in, for breaking me in, something like this. Break up means disperse or scatter. Usually break up with an object or break up with to end a personal, if a personal relationship is comes to an end, we also use the term break up, right? Tim and Julie aren't going steady anymore. They got really angry with each other and broke up. Have you heard the news? Julie broke up with Tim, something like this. Okay. So here we have, like, there are not many questions which come. I think hardly 1 or 2 mark question might come in your examination, but I have just, like, accustomed it over here, accumulated some questions which are very, very frequently asked. So you cannot divide basically the levels of the questions in easy, medium, difficult, but there are certain questions which I want to, I want you to know. So the first question is, in the following question, a sentence is given with a phrase or idiom highlighted in bold. See the option given below. That can replace the highlighted phrase and mark it as your answer. Now, what you have to do is read the question and see whether this is appropriate or not appropriate. Now, to help you do this, I'll definitely help you in knowing the answers here. For example, the question says, I had no clue what to expect. I had no clue what to expect, and I certainly didn't know what I accounted for. Now you see, there are options which has accounted for. Accounted for basically means what? There are different meanings to each one of this. Accounted for is definitely not making sense here. Context of not knowing what to expect. Now bore away means to carry something away or win something. Blown out means extinguished or defeated. Asked for means to inquire about something, someone's well-being. So, and there's one option which says no improvement. The actual correct answer is, I had no clue what to expect, and I certainly didn't know what was in for. This is the correct replacement of the question, of this question. Okay. Next question. Next question says, she is defending her seat against the advancing conservatives who accounted through last year to take one of the ward's 3 seats. Now you see here we have options: wipe out, set out, wipe away, broke through. Now wipe out means to destroy or eliminate completely. Set out means to begin a journey or start an activity. Wipe away means to remove something by rubbing. The correct answer is broke through, which means a significant advance or achieved success despite obstacles. So, conservatives' success in winning a seat in the previous year, right? This is what the sentence means. So, the correct answer would be broke through. Now, the current situation brings for tough and focused decisions and no soft and vague measures. Please take 30 seconds time to answer it. Brings for is you have option send for, turn on, calls for, sit up. Whereas send for basically means to request someone to come or something to be brought. Turn on means to activate or switch on. Calls for means to require or demand a particular action or quality, whereas sit up means to move from a lying or slouching position to a sitting position. So, definitely the current situation calls for tough and focused decisions and no soft and vague measures. This will be the appropriate answer. Next question. We die on with the task of building a modern, efficient, collegial university regardless of irrational ranting. So, die on, definitely die on is not suiting here. What should be the correct answer? See through, take for, carry on, or work upon. I know some basic phrases meaning you already know. Just to be specific, even if you are not able to recall the correct meaning but you know the usage of it, you can definitely go for it. For example, in this question you see all are very simple words and phrases here. We will die on. Why would someone die with the task of building a modern efficient? Someone is going to build something. We will carry on with the task. We will continue with the task even if there are irrational rantings, right? So the appropriate answer is C. Next question. The seriously injured man had lost consciousness but had disposed round again by the time police arrived. Look into, put up with, come round, run over. No improvement required. So the seriously injured man had lost consciousness but had dash again by the police arrived, but again gained consciousness by the time police arrived. This is what is the meaning. So look into, put up with, come round, or run over. The correct answer to the following would be come round instead of dispose round. Okay, question number 6 says, in the following sentence there is a highlighted part which is a phrase replacement. Of course, you have to select which one of the following is an appropriate phrase replacement out of the three options. In his mellow yet at times assertive nature, he is taking on his mother and her sisters. He has taken along, he takes after, he has been taking upon his mother and her sister. So the idea here is that someone is playing the role of your ancestor, of an elderly person, just like the assertive natures your genes has, just like mothers and sisters, some characteristics similar to it. So the correct answer would be, can be any one of it, either A, only 2, only 1 and 2, only 3, only 2 and 3, or all of 1 to 3 suiting here. Definitely they are not suiting here because along, after, and upon has different meaning, completely different meaning. So the correct answer is option number 2 only, which is in option number A. Next question. The youngsters was led by a corrupt gang that used him for to do their dirty work. Was led astray, had been ill influenced, was partook of crimes. Asked by, asking something, leading someone, influencing, in a way influencing, or ill influencing. Influencing itself means influencing means not in the right manner. Some negative tinge is already there. So what will be the correct answer? The correct answer will be only one, which is was led astray, was influenced, which is in option number D. Okay, we have another question here. Several books and films today draw inspiration from William Shakespeare's Hamlet because of its exploration of character and psychological view and vivid imagery. Big exploration of a character's psyche, exploration of character from a psychological viewpoint, exploration of characters' psychological minds. Which one of the following is correct? So, up to my understanding, I think it's exploration of a character's psyche or character from a psychological viewpoint. In psychological view and vivid imagery is appropriate. So, I think 1 and 2 options are only in option number B. So, B is my correct answer here. Okay. The Indian Constitution mandates that people will have to abide by the orders of the Supreme Court. So you have to abide by the rules and regulations. So what is the meaning here? What is the meaning of the word abide here? I think access, follow, request, integrate or instill. Definitely you have to follow, right? You have to abide by means you have to follow the rules. Okay, same kind of a question, you have to tell the meaning here. The enzymes act upon only on certain proteins and it does not harm the tissue. So acts upon means what? Mends, retreats, affects, contributes or all of the above. So enzymes act upon only certain proteins and it does not harm the tissue. Matlab something harmful is being talked about. So we will go with option number C, which is word affects. Okay. Clam up. The local authorities have decided to clam up for illegal parking in handicapped places. Now, clamp up, is clamp up used appropriately, or it should be clamp off, clamp down, or clamping on, clamp down by, or there should be no improvement. See, the authorities have decided to dash for illegal parking in handicapped parking places. So they are going to put something down. So what are they supposed to put something down? Clamp down on. Clamp down on. I have decided to cut down of the amount of sweets I eat. Okay. You cut down, you cut off, you cut by, you cut down on, or no correction required. Definitely cut down is appropriate, but there needs to be one another word, cut down on the amount of sweets, okay, not off, on the amount of sweets I eat. Supriya is not good at dealing on stress. Dealing with stress, on dealing on, in dealing of, for dealing in. Correct answer is at dealing with stress. Next question. After the storm dies down, we went to the damage it caused. Storm dies down means what? Die down, died for, dies for, died down. So dies down will not be. After the storm dies down, we went, which means the sentence has to be in past. The correct answer would be option number D, died down. Okay. Next question. She didn't get a salary this month, so she will have for doing without extra treats. To do without, to do without, to done without, to do without, done without, for done without. This is a very common phrase. Definitely option number B, to do without, right? Okay, so these are some of the questions which I just tried to explain to you and show to you. I wanted to just introduce you to these topics and these kind of questions so that you are also into learning some phrases and words like this, and please do use them in your regular sentence. Okay, so see you guys in the next class. I hope you enjoyed the session, you learned a lot of things here. So in the next session I'll come up with some new questions, new topics, and till then take care.